And they want to charge $180
Good evening, people. How are you? Welcome to the AGM of the Wellington Conference Club.
Wellington?
Right. Hang on, I'll just go back 10 years. The Hastings. You can write that in a minute.
No.
The Hastings District Anglers, thank you very much. Another year has flown by and another fishing season is coming to a close. Over the past year, we've been lucky to be able to share our passion for fishing. Some may call it an obsession.
There's nothing really particularly exceptional other than the fact that we managed to make a $2,700 odd loss, which really is simply a matter of the period that it's reported in the club.
There is plans afoot to actually redo the fencing along the front now. Now, the previous committee has have all requested that they continue on their merry way with the
When you say financial...
Oh, hang on, we got one came all the way from Canada for it. Our opinion was that we put it up last year. It was quite a jump from 30 to 40, and we just feel that we can carry that for us.
As it was pointed out, it's far easier to get one large group in and get $800 or $900 out of that, whereas putting the subs up another $3 or $4 or something like that, in reality is only about $300, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, that's great.
Well, that'll be certainly going to be brought up by the next meeting, and we will certainly let you know what we decide to do. Yeah, we're around the world, is it? New Zealand business.
Seriously, more from a typical overseas angler because they pay exactly the same for a licence as we do, but they're often only here for a very short time. They pay for a whole year, but only might do a week's fishing. So they're already paying.
Yeah, but it's in by way of the letters to the editor are the ones that have struck these overseas anglers on their special piece of river, and and that's anywhere
Going through a public access.
not just here.
Yeah.
So if you've had problems or you know someone that's had problems,
It's expensive.
Privately.
For these matters, or they've actually paying out of them?
they'll take $10 from you if you want to get access to the area through their property, to the river through their property.
You can legally walk up the river through there because it's public access. But the problem is that corner you have to swim. But the rest of it you can walk, yeah. There's lots of places like that. That's why that website, I was just amazed at the amount of information.
What's the name of the website again?
It's the Walking Access Commission.
Commission.
WAMS, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's Walking Access Maps.
You wouldn't believe how much there is in Hawke's Bay. The trouble is, a lot of it is up in. If you're reading the contour maps, because they're all contour maps. The contour is extraordinary. Some of, I mean, it's all very well to get a public exit road through there, but it's got a gradient about 1 and 3 or something like that. So as long as you're a mountain goat, I guess it's fine.
I shall call the meeting, the AGM, closed at 8:31.
People say thanks to the chair.
Yeah,
I said it well done.
Yeah.
Because I belong to clubs over there too, and the same problem. So I look around the people who are into basically my age, And secondly, they're always complaining about the dues that have to be paid. And the last thing I've got to tell you is that when I buy a fishing license, because I'm over 65, I only pay $5 a year for mine. So I pay $15.
So you have 2 or 3 classifications then of licences. You have what, trout?
Yeah.
You have salmon and you have sea fishing, was that?
Well, that's sea fishing is salmon.
Okay.
Thousands. So that's the end of them.
That's the gill netting that's caused.
Steelhead were brought to New Zealand from that area, as have been your rainbow trout. They came from a lake quite close to us. It's one of the ones that's mentioned in that little book, actually. Okay, so we have 2 seasons of the year for fishing. And I thought we'd start off with the winter season. We find the best fishing times between December and the end of February. Fish are still active in the first part of the year, and these photographs that were taken around the end of January and you fish with a short rod about that long and about 8-pound test line and a hook on the end with some type of bait. We use krill, which is very much like the freshwater shrimp. On this particular fishing occasion, there were 5 of us out there. 3 of them have Parkinson's disease. If you know what Parkinson's is, it's one where you shake a little bit. It's just, you take a bucket with you, you put your fish in afterwards to sit on. So that usually try and find an area where there's an upswelling of rock underneath the water. And the fish sit on this side while the tide's going this way, and then they catch the small animals. And because I knew I was coming over here this fall, I cut down my plum tree and my pear tree, because last year we were away for 2 weeks in early September, and the bears got into my plum tree. And you're not allowed, if you have fruit, you've got to pick it and move it. It's illegal to have fruit around in the fall for bears. 4 years ago, that one was 17 kilograms. So it's the largest salmon I've caught anyway. You've always got to have one to strike to everyone else, so that's that one.
Nice t-shirt, too.
So, any questions about the fishing? I have invited those of you that wanted to come salmon fishing before. The invitation's still there if you are interested in it sometime, or if you're coming across on a holiday and doing the Alaska cruise or something like that, then please get hold of me and I'll see if I can arrange a fish for you.
So that number of fish going up there, they all die, those dollars.
Those die.
So it must be quite a horrific sight with dead bodies all over the place there.
Yeah, and the smell is something else. You get 20 million fish that are all washed up onto the banks. They're very, very oily, as you know, and so you can't really keep them in the deep freeze that long. But unfortunately, you have mates, they found out you've been fishing. You find out you have to give a little bit away there and a little bit away there, and you don't get to eat all of it, Peter.
With those, when you're fishing through the hole in the ice,
Yeah.
the fish, does it run, or do you
Yes.
just play it, or do you just run the straight thing?
It runs, and if you haven't met in the Hastings Club, I guess I've got to pay my membership again too. It's just about due. Very good.